Good evening, Pisces. This is David with Tarot and Astrology for All, here to bring you your new moon reading for these next 2 weeks. And how fitting that I'm doing the water signs right now for the new moon. And this new moon is going to affect Scorpio specifically, but that energy is going to affect. Um, Hold on, let me see where the sun is at. All right, so the sun right now is at about 6 degrees. Six has to deal with compassion, but six also has to deal with manifesting things on the material plane, right? And I feel that you have the energy to manifest because as I was shuffling the decks right now, I got the magician at the bottom. So this is the energy that you are able to encompass, that you're able to kind of grab in your hands. And the reason I say this is because you have the Singer of Connection down at the bottom of the fairy deck, and the Singer of Connection is also a six, right? So something having to do with six. Six might actually be your guys' influencing number this lunar cycle. And with the moth, I do feel like you guys have the ability to bring something to life. You know, to bring to rebirth something. But it's probably a project of some sort that you guys may have started in the past, and for whatever reason never got to finish. So with the moth, it's saying that maybe you idealize others that may have completed something, and they're receiving recognition, and they're receiving accolades and stuff like that for it. And this is leaving you kind of in a jittery kind of like, well, what about me? But I do feel like you guys have that ability to be able to manifest a type of transformative energy through your connection to source. You guys can encompass this magician energy, and maybe through this message, you guys will be able to gain whatever insight you need in order to be able to move forward, Pisces. So let's go ahead and get into your reading real quick before I start drawing cards and explaining. These messages are intuitive. They focus on the animal spirits, the fairy cards, which both of them to some degree show the energy behind what's going on. But whereas this shows the energy of how you're feeling, how you are reacting to things and how you're moving forward, the fairies are more about the emotional connection and stuff like that. What the six is, I do feel like you're able to manifest abundance on the material plane since six deals with the earthly matters. However, you have that connection to source. And what I like to say is the Muladhara or the root chakra is one, sacral chakra is two, solar plexus is three, heart chakra is four, throat chakra is five, and the third eye is six. And I do feel that you guys have your third eye open, or will be having this open fairly soon enough. But with that, these are intuitive messages too that I give, along with the animal spirits, the fairies, and the Rider Waite Tarot. So without further ado, let's get to your reading, Pisces. Let's see what the universe has to share for you for these next 2 weeks while you start a new cycle with this new moon. Oh, all right. So what I get is that you guys have an army of support around you, an army that you guys can mobilize. But I don't think um, some of you see that. I do feel like some of you guys are already noticing it, and you guys are attracting the attention of a lot of different people around you. A lot of people who I guess you could consider the sheep, right? Because when it comes to fire ants, they follow the pheromones and they obey whatever the pheromones say. But I do feel like you're the queen bee, and you're giving off this energy, this vibe that is very passionate. But ooh, I just got goosebumps right now. So this is definitely a passionate energy. And with the fire, the alchemical symbol for fire right here, it's not too far fetched. You guys are showing passion, and that's very good. You guys have Neptune in your sign, so you guys are or your guys' ruling planet is at home in your sign. And of course, that's why I say that this trine energy can actually bring about a very very psychic connection. So let's see what else comes out, and see, if we can take this energy and help you move forward so that you can manifest the life that you're looking for, right? Yeah. So so you guys had the unicorn come out, and the unicorn is all about this. this energy. I do feel that this energy is leaving you in a state of like, is this real? Is this really happening to me? Like kind of like when people think about God or unicorns, for example. Did they exist? Did they not exist? Who knows? I mean, really, there's no way to really kind of know for sure until you raise your consciousness. And with the raccoon in the reverse coming out, I do feel like there's talents that you have hidden that maybe you're using for a. I'm getting for whatever reason I'm getting for not a foul purpose. You're not using it properly, right? And I do feel like you guys can use it properly. It's just maybe you need a little bit of direction as to how best to express this energy, right? And so let me see. I'm gonna go to the raccoon, and then I'm gonna go to the unicorn because I know the unicorn connects to a certain chakra, and that's something that you guys need to hear. Okay, raccoon. Okay, competitive. Some of you guys might be an artist, but I feel like you guys don't have those ideas. But you have people around you that can pass those ideas to you, and in a sense, that can help you manifest whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. But not only are you guys supposed to finish a project, right? Or did I get the moth for you guys? I think so. Something about a project, and so, or maybe that was Cancer. I don't know. Something like that. If you guys remember, go ahead and mention down in the comments below because I'm very curious. So much information comes through that is just it just goes in and comes right out, and to whoever it needs to come out to. But it's saying make new work in order to bring this energy into balance. So not only complete a project if the moth came out for you guys, but to start a new one. Definitely to start a new one. And oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna go for the unicorn, right? The unicorn is a reconnection to higher wisdom or divinity, right? As I was saying, there's a connection that's going on, and with this new moon in uh, in Scorpio, you have that ability to connect to source, and you also have the ability to connect to the animal, or not just to the animal spirits, but you also have the ability to connect uh, to higher source or to higher divinity and source itself. Oh man, I'm already at 8 minutes. All right, so I'd like to shuffle this deck again, and then go ahead and cut it so that we can see what source has for you. Let's see. What do you have to tell Pisces about these next 2 weeks and about this new moon that's happening right now, or almost right now? Haha, you guys. So, Cancer got this card also. It's about not seeing the hidden aspects of things. I do feel like you guys are kind of not really seeing the it's almost like an unbelievable energy, and I do feel that you guys are gonna feel this energy during the full moon, right? This unbelievable energy, this energy to manifest whatever it is that you want, and in a sense, I do get the feeling that this is gonna bring about a connection to somebody. This ability to manifest uh, is gonna show itself to somebody else. That person's gonna come forward to you. Maybe even express their feelings. You guys might have a girlfriend here by the next full moon. So if you guys are looking for a relationship of some kind, put yourselves out there. Put yourselves out in the middle of the crowd. Don't be afraid to express yourselves, and you guys will have the ability to showcase your talents in it with the new projects. See, with the flea lion in the reverse, I get the feeling like you guys are kind of coming out of your shell, so to speak. Pisces usually like to uh, keep to themselves, and you guys are the ruler of 12th. I mean, you guys are the sign of the 12th house. So, um, if there's anything in your 12th house, go ahead and check that out in your chart, and it'll show you a lot of the information that you are encompassing. But with the flea lion, I do feel like this is the end of a journey that you have been on. This could have been a hard journey, right? Keeping to yourselves, not sharing what you feel, etc., and not seeing the finer details that Source is trying to pass on to you guys. But with the flea lion, with it being the last card of this deck, it's about getting it right. This is your time to reinvent yourselves, to make something new of yourselves. Delayed completions with it in the upright, but these completions are coming to an end now. They're finally completing themselves. Some of you guys may have already like tied up some loose ends and stuff like that. And what this is saying is that it's saying, wait a minute, whose idea was this anyway? He asks us to reconsider whose oughts and should, or whose oughts and shoulds entangle us with feelings of guilt. Have we taken a lot of unrealistic or unfair or plain silly demands from others? Are these others irrelevant emotional programs we carry around from the past? Pisces, are you carrying a big old bag of bullshit around you, like to kind of keep you from being hurt in the future? It's not necessary. So long as you guys love, that love will return back to you. It's just a natural part of the universe. If you give something, you get something. And if you give something good, karma brings something good to you, but in a tenfold manner. And if give something bad out, then the universe is just going to replace that with bad. Karma takes no sides. Karma is neutral. So with that, I feel like there's old programs that you guys are holding on to, old programs from from various different people, and I do feel like there's something new that you have to start. Definitely starting it as soon as possible. So with this energy, let's see what comes out. I do okay. There's a creative chaotic energy that you guys have within you that you guys are not um, expressing, and I do feel that you guys need to go inside yourselves or go inside your support team. The people that are supporting you because maybe they have the ideas that you need in order to end this cycle and to use this energy to change around your situation. All right, so you guys aren't feeling closed off anymore. I do feel like you guys are going to end this cycle, and you guys are going to be moving on. This card specifically, it's about closing oneself off, and I do feel like maybe you guys have been closing yourself off in the past, and with this in the reverse, you guys are finally letting go of that energy. Now, I want to go real quick to the unicorn, uh, because I didn't. I read some of it or some of the description, but I did not read what chakra is connected to. Okay, so yeah, this is okay. It's the sixth chakra. It's your third eye. So you, along with you know what? I can't remember if it was you or if it was Cancer, but wow, this is. I feel so bad. I am very, very sorry, Pisces. Go ahead and take a look at the beginning of this video, and it'll show whether the moth came up for you guys and the singer of connection. I can't really remember, and I'm very sorry for that. But if it didn't come out for you, well, you guys are connecting to that same energy that Cancer's connecting to, and if it did, well, this is even more of an emphasis. Yeah, the singer of transfiguration. You guys are on the precipice of change. You guys are on the precipice of being able to connect to this new energy, of being able to um, transform your life, but transform others, and in a sense, transform these uh, these situations that have been annoying you guys, that have been on getting on your last nerve, right? Because this is what I feel, and I feel that because these things have been getting on your last nerve, that you've been saying things, but these things are being reflected back to you, and as these things are being reflected back to you, you're being asked to take a look at them, take a look at these finer details of different things that are going on, and this will help you to manifest what you really want in life, and to take uh, on this magician energy, so that you guys can start using your support group around you, kind of like in a militant manner, to create the life that you want. There's definitely completion here, completion and uh, and transfiguration into a new life, something brand new, something maybe you've never experienced before. It's going to be something that's going to give you so much creativity that, just like the unicorn, you're not going to believe that it's real, but it is. Some of you guys already know this. Some of you guys, this is just a confirmation for you guys, but this is actually turning out to be a very good reading for you guys. Let's see what the Rider Waite Tarot has to say, to clarify on these cards. And you guys will have received the message that you need to receive for these next 2 weeks. And then I can finally go lay down with my fiance and go to sleep. And for everybody else, the earth signs, the fire signs, the air signs, I'll get to you guys tomorrow. Don't worry. You guys will hear these messages when you need to hear them. And no sooner, no later. Like Gandalf, the gray, or Gandalf the white, however you take him. A wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. And with this energy, I do feel like you guys are encompassing that wizard energy. And you guys had the magician at the bottom of the deck before I started shuffling. So that's definitely telling me that you guys have the ability to manifest. It's just you guys have to be careful with what it is that you manifest. Now, the Nine of Cups has fallen in the reverse. So I feel like there's something that you guys are not happy with. Um, there definitely is something that's like maybe getting on your guys' last nerve. But now I gotta go to Mick the Necromancer to see what extra I can draw from this card. Definitely has to do with 6. Um, let's see. Oh, yeah, 42. He's known as a helpline troop. Small clues, details, messages everywhere, and it also talks about patience. But within the reverse, it's talking about possibly ignoring the information readily available to us, right? The information that's readily available to us through other people, through circumstances, through situations, and stuff like that that might be appearing in your daily life. Like I said, these things that piss you off and that are being reflected back to you are only a manifestation of what you've given out, right? I do feel like some of you guys have been giving out malicious thoughts, malicious intent, malicious language, and if that's so, that's you. That's actually encompassing the fiery, impulsive energy of the fire ant. But um, it's because we think that the source is not important enough for us for you to pay attention to. But perhaps you're seeing the messages and denying their validity because we don't like them, because uh, these are very human, though not very wise things to do, guys. So, with that being said, we move on to the rest of the Rider Waite Tarot to see what's going on with you guys and to see uh, what we can do in order to fix this type of energy. All right, what else does Pisces need to hear? Oh, okay, so this one wants to fall out. There's a certain message that you have to hear. You guys aren't getting it just yet. But I do feel like this message, to whatever degree, is going to cause a little bit of chaos in your guys' life. However, um, this communication, when it does come in, it's going to make you very, very sure and very, very happy with yourselves, and it's going to be enough to cause a transformation in your life. Like maybe this person, this thing, whatever it is that has been annoying you, is going to finally leave your life, and you're going to be able to finally uh, experience peace. All right, so the reason why you guys are not feeling this creative energy, this chaotic energy, or maybe it's a chaotic energy that's not creative, is because you guys are burdened. You guys are carrying too much. You guys need to drop all those wands, and you know, uh, you guys might be getting rid of this energy of holding back to yourselves. But there's a vision that you need to have. Like I feel like there's a necessary need to to encompass some type of vision for the future, and this would allow you to be able to end this cycle. There's a certain something that you need to learn. There's a certain something that you need to hear that the universe has been trying to tell you. It's just with the sage in the reverse, you have been ignoring those messages because of other things that are distracting you, other things that are causing you emotional instability, and not really allowing you to move forward. Yeah, see, this instability that you've been experiencing, or this transformation, is going to be coming out of this instability. And usually, the biggest changes in our lives happen through suffering. The other way is through the Buddhist method of meditation every day, every day, every day, every day, until you come into that space of knowingness, of oneness with Source. I do feel that with the three of pentacles down at the bottom, you do have the ability to reach a certain mastery. But first, you have to plan. Or first, you have to drop all these things that don't suit you. That it's that energy. Like, wait a minute, why am I taking on somebody else's burdens, right? So you have a certain mastery behind that. You can drop all those burdens because some of these burdens are not yours. I would say the majority of them are not yours, but you still carry them anyway because you're Pisces, and because as Pisces, you hold everything in. you guys are the uh, you guys are the 12th house, and the 12th house is oftentimes referred to as a self prison. So sometimes you guys might put yourselves into a self prison, but regardless, look at you guys have a download that's going to be coming in, um, just like who just like Cancer. So you guys are going to be receiving some type of download here fairly soon enough. This download is not going to come just yet. It's going to be in the form of a message, some type of communication, whether it's an email, whether it's a phone call, a text message, a face-to-face message, maybe the way that somebody's acting, maybe the way that they're responding emotionally. And once you actually reach this sense of fulfillment, sense of mastery, where you drop all those wands, you're finally going to be able to rest, and that's going to be even more powerful because you're going to be able to connect to Source, and at the same time, you're going to have this energy of being able to conquer anything that comes your way. All right, nice, 22 minutes. So, like I said, this this energy right here is meant to kind of put you into a state that you can't believe it, but at the same time, you'll start to see the signs that these changes are taking place for you on a fundamental level to help bring you to a new sense of knowledge, a new sense um, of knowing, to be able to use your support team, the people that are around you that are trying to offer support, and to end this old cycle of not being able to, possibly not being able to communicate what you want to say, etc. Yeah, I do believe that Scorpio had the same type of energy, but with you guys as the 12th house rulers, if there's anybody that can't get that message out, it'd probably be you guys. But with that, we come to the conclusion of your guys' reading. If you guys feel that it resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell down at the bottom. And by doing that, you support my channel. By getting readings, you also support my channel. However, with these readings, I am not going to charge anything. Uh, your donations are going to be what support this channel and what support the ability to do this. So so if you donate, right, I'm not expecting it, though donations are welcome and they are very much appreciated. I want you to donate whatever you feel helps you out in this situation. And of course, if that information helps you out a lot, that's that generosity, that's that giving, um that unconditional giving that's going to allow more stuff to enter your vicinity, to enter your reality, and all of that. So, with that, I conclude this reading. Hope you guys resonated with it. I hope it shared some interesting information. And I hope that you can take this moving forward within the next 2 weeks to create the reality that you want, especially during this new moon that's happening right now. So, with that, I bid you guys a good night. I hope that you guys wake up tomorrow morning feeling refreshed, feeling able to change your situations, and to start moving more into this unbelievable unicorn energy. So with that, I am saying a farewell and a very good night from David, or from myself, David, here at Tarot and Astrology for All. And with that, I sign out. So see you guys in 2 weeks when I do your guys' full moon reading. That should be very interesting. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you can get that video when it comes out. So with that, good night, guys. I am David with Tarot and Astrology for All, signing out.